Mhm. Morning. I was just checking the stats. We don't have any news today, and Fridays have always been tricky, so I don't anticipate anything happening. I'm gonna try to trade to the least amount of contracts. Meanwhile, we're stuck in this range. Let me just pull it down a bit. Between 583 and 500. And I believe we're having SMT with ES. Yes, we do. Therefore, trading back inside this range is not impossible. We had a break in structure. We have traded inside this inversion for a value gap. This CB, we can have a sort of bearish opening. But I believe we're going to be consolidating for the rest of the day. So I'm not aiming for big targets. If I get an entry between these two focal points, I'll place an order, but I'm not going to be in a rush. Therefore, I expect for everything to be uneventful. We're going to open with a gap up, and it's 67%. We're going to fill it on Fridays. Therefore, we have a 70% chances of going to this low at the open. Or around the open, anyway. Let's chill. Have any earnings? I know we're going to be having a video next week or in 2 weeks. That's the last one of the big companies. Yeah, next week we have Alibaba. That's about it. Cisco. Yeah, nothing much. What else? Let's see what Nvidia has them. Twenty-seventh of August we have Nvidia. I'm what morning? 'Morning, everyone. Please don't lose sleep over the opinion of ship. So, since we have the time, people don't ask me, which means they either trust me or don't care. But sometimes I end up with a different balance the next day, even though I had a red day on stream. And that's the proof only to the fact that I'm training after stream as well. Usually I take a break, I decompress, and then I go back to the charts and see if anything has changed. There you go. This is what happened yesterday. I ended up with a $500 win. I got a bit upset in the end. There are moments where you look at the chart and I like swing trading. However, there are markets for swing trading. This is not it. And yesterday I was forming a plan inside my head where I was going to short the top of this range at 415 in order to reach these all-time lows in the morning, which obviously didn't happen. We had a Trump speech, and on this account I shorted it, but then I closed right here at the top, and then I reversed it on the other account, and I made like another 300 up on this move. A bit upset because it was a very, very beautiful scenario where you had turtle soup, grab liquidity, traded inside the fair value gap, inside some order blocks, and inside this inversion fair value gap. Actually almost touched this one, and inside here you had also a volume imbalance that it was just touched by the top of the week, which was the minute 26th of the last hour, and then we ran. Like, this is a very good signature in price when you see that the price basically is just following one volume balance, because the rest of this balance is priced in. And yeah, I decided to short, even though I was noticing all these things. But overall, I shorted here, got out here, I shorted here, got out here. So I managed to recoup all of my losses from the morning session. And the morning session, bear in mind, like, this short was good. The only thing I had to do was keep it, or if I would add, I would just keep the same stop loss. And I would have banked yesterday massively. That didn't happen because I played too much with my stop loss. So I guess I'm still learning regarding stop losses, because I'm too much of a perfectionist. I don't allow too big of a loss, and that's sometimes bad in some markets. That's not good, because if I'm allow myself too big of a loss and I'm gonna lose the actual move because I was offside to begin with, I'm gonna lose more equity on the long run. So I need to find the middle ground. I know it's not always black and white when it comes to the markets and with life, to be honest, but that's something I'm still navigating. However, are profitable for the week. It doesn't show here. But basically, last week I took 1,000 out of this account. We started this week at 14,100 something, I believe. We made like 600 on the other account, the same. The only difference on my other account, I took 2.2k out. So I paid myself like 3.3 or 3.5k this month. So right now I feel the need to recoup all of that this month as well, and maybe more. So let's see. Lions don't lose sheep. So we open. Interesting buy, maybe. Mm. Too early for me to buy this, so I'm gonna wait until 9:45. If it goes without us, so be it. That's fine. I like the fact that we're leaving this 5 minute like this. But yeah, I'm not willing to risk it this early. It's just 3 minutes into the trading session. Yeah. I honestly like that high, 593. Looks very sus. Maybe we get to fill this gap, come back down, and then go back up. That's possibility. Difficult morning to navigate. I didn't get filled, damn it. Well, it is what it is. Ah, my bad. It's my bad. I'm not gonna chase it. It is what it is. I don't want it anymore. Mm. Fortunate, we would have been in profit and almost out now. Oh, man. Without us. What a play. Waste. I mean, we didn't miss. I just placed my buy limit wrong. Let's see. Are we gonna get smoked and this will be an inversion of everybody gap? Time will tell. But we're already buying at the highs. Basically the impression and why I'm buying is that we're gonna reach 671. But we have relatively cool lows, so everything is possible at this point. That's our profit target, boys. Let's put it 68. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful life. I mean, why not have a good Friday? Once in a while, we deserve it. This trading week has been so difficult and so choppy. We deserve a good day like this. Let me check. I'm not missing out on anything here. So we have the new day opening gap low, and my profit target is placed right below that high. Mm. 700s might be the target at 10 o'clock because this is going fast. I'm moving at break even. If price comes back down, I don't even see a reason why it would. I don't want to see it there. So now my question is, do I keep one more for the 700s? I mean, considering my options if I want to add into this fair value gap or not. Tough to tell. Yeah, I want to add. I'll give it some breathing room as we discussed about my stop losses. Let's see what's gonna happen. If we take that high again, I might consider moving to break even. Because basically I expect for the move to continue. I just don't wanna rush it because I'm noticing we have a volume imbalance here on the 5 minute. This is a 5 minute BC. Um, yeah, might even lower my profit target if I see it reaching 660. But first, we need to get out of this range. This is too early for me to consider anything. There's no break in market structure yet. Four minutes until 10 o'clock. I like that we're still high up here. Hello, Watson. Morning. I hope so. After this, I want to grab a bottle of wine. I want to talk to my girl. I just want to chill, play some FIFA with my friends. Like, I want to have a happy end of the week. So, yeah, I would like for us to end in green. Amazing. See you later, brother. Is your Father's Day? What is Father's Day in general? August is Father's Day? Google says 21st of June. Let's see, one push at 10 o'clock. That's all we need, one push. Okay, yes, is running. That's a good sign. After all this consolidation, I expect the same from Nasdaq. Hoping to break even. Interesting. We're having a mitigation block, so a rejection block, so Mhm. Hello, welcome back. Okay, let's take one here or break all of it. Take one off just for a good measure. We're hitting that new day opening gap. What? What are you doing to me? I don't like this price action. Okay, I'm leaving 100 on the table. It is what it is. 487 in the bag. Let it run. It's okay. I know it's gonna run. I'm just gonna leave 100 on the bag. That's okay. My peace of mind and for an early close. Interesting day. We could have made a lot of money had we been filled here. I would have had it here and then here, and now we would have been out almost already, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna take the highs and probably we're gonna run for the rest of the day. I don't see a reason why not. Yep. Well, my target would be all-time highs. It's Friday, so why not? Let's go back to this chart. Oh yeah, good Friday. I'm very happy that it was this easy. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. 500 in the bag. Obviously, things would have been a lot better had I been patient, but I had 5 contracts, which is not my usual size, so I got out at the top almost. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. We've been having such difficult mornings and bad streams. It was starting to mess up with my psychology. And today I came in a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very happy with the result. In days like this, if I feel that I'm not well, I'm gonna close out early for my peace of mind. We had a lot of reversals for the past few days. We have relative equal lows. I don't wanna be involved in any market games anymore. I'm not gonna place any more trades today. I'm gonna be transparent with you. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I might stay a few more minutes if there's anything I can clarify, or just questions in general about trading. Maybe I can help. Other than that, there's not much more we can say about this trade. It was kind of pretty self-explanatory. Yes, we had relative equal lows, but once we touched the first presentation fair value gap where I wanted to enter, and we had this run, I was like, okay, there's no sense. When I was seeing this 1 hour forming this bullish, I was like, usually we don't have a reversal this early. Maybe on the next hour, maybe this candle can happen considering how we've been overlapping candles. Look what's happening here, 1, 2, 3 on top of the other. So that's a possibility for us to come back down. However, before 10 o'clock, if you have this bullish move, 10 o'clock usually tends to bring up the heat, which it happened. But yeah, the price can even come back down here and still go up, be bullish. I'm looking at the 15-minute candle as well, and I see 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps. Right now, I don't want to be trading anymore, I'll be honest, because anything can happen. And the easiest trade, it's already in the bag. You have here institutional auto drill, which means you have only wicks inside the fair value gaps. And here we're trading in the top half of this fair value gap. I decided to add here, almost above this order block, another signature in price. If it comes, touches it, bam, you're in. That's why I recommend people using order limits, because when the price is moving and you know its target, its destination, its movement, it just makes your job easy, because buying at the market is just gonna give you a bad feel in general. I would not say so. I don't know. Anything can happen. It's Friday. That's why I don't believe much is gonna happen today. And even coming back down inside this fair value gap, if we do it now instantly, that doesn't mean we're done to the upside. However, we have relative equal lows. So every long that you're gonna have, the way I've been having it, this morning I was like, okay, but how long this run, for how long is it gonna happen, this move, because we've been having relative equal lows, 1, 2, 3, 4 liquidity, and on the 5-minute it's more clearly 1, 2, 3 points, including fourth one, this one. So you have a lot of unsettled business at the sell side. Therefore I was a bit nervous on longs, also with the fact that it's just my type of day. Sometimes I get the nerves when I'm trading, sometimes I don't get them. It has to do with my biology. It has to do with my psychic as well, if I'm in a good place or not, if I'm sleeping well. And there are days when I'm very patient with trades. There are days where I just want to cash out and be done with it. Therefore, it's Friday. I don't like this move as you're seeing right now. Right? I don't like it. And even though it's difficult to navigate, because even though it comes back down, you're still in a bullish scenario here. So this is like, for example, this can be a short here. This one, this little gap, it's a short. This can be a short again if it comes back up to it. And your target would be initial one and ultimatum 522. Is it gonna happen? We don't know yet. What's difficult about this type of moves, trying to guess if it's gonna be just a short-term correction or a bullish move, you need to look on the high time frame candles. Even if it comes back down to this candle below 604, you're still in a bullish scenario, right? Because 15 minutes is always going to oversee the 5 minute, and even on the 5 minute you have this gap. There is a bullish support area. Whatever happens on the 1 minute, it's a bit insignificant comparing to 15 or an hour, unless you trade below this order block, this red candle, you're still bullish. So I don't wanna, like, this is more of a speculation. You're trying to be short right now just because we took a high. And it's Friday. We had a $500 win. I'm just gonna take it home and be done with the day. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful weekend ahead. I'm sorry for the short stream. There's not much value I can provide today unless you're asking me questions. And yeah, I just want to take the win and be done with it. Stay safe.